Holler is intended for mature audiences only, so your mom is definitely invited. Sometimes controversial, always engaging. It's the podcast that lets your voice be heard. It's the podcast that shouts you out. It's time to holler. Can you dig it?
I could eat a unicorn one day through a Pop-Tart.
I like
Toaster strudels.
You like the jizzy part?
Yeah, I like the way it explodes in my mouth and just swallow it down. Oh my god.
Your tweets, snaps, Facebook comments, and even phone calls. Holler any way you want.
They used to give kids opiates to keep them quiet.
This is much less offensive than that.
JD, Brian, and Gracie. Holler at your boy and the girl.
Yo, 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 yo. What is up, Internet? My name is JD, and you can hit me up on this social media platform you're using, whatever you want. It's cool. It's JD Short on everything, though. Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, I don't give a shit. To my, I don't know, whatever direction nowadays is my good friend Brian. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man?
We're in those Brady Bunch circles, man, so we're just winging it. What's up, Internet? What's up, COVID-19 beer chugging? We are so happy to be here. We're going to fucking party with you guys. West Virginia, the only way we know how. I am Brian, the co-host. I want you guys to find me on Twitter. Reach out to me at Holler at Brian. That is my favorite social media. I also want to shout out Zugma, by the way, for our intro music, as always. That's a great band, great song called Jerry Diesel. Joined by us always, it's our co-host. It's Gracie. Gracie, what's up?
What's up, rat bastards? It's your girl. I'm here.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, you know, my Snapchat's been a little dry lately, so you can hit me up on there at GracieH89, or if you're feeling froggy, you can find me on Twitter at Holler at Gracie.
Hell yeah. Welcome to this week's podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're still social distancing, as you can tell, but we're doing it in a very fucking fun fashion, because right now we're hanging with Nick and Matt of the absolutely viral, and I don't mean that way viral, COVID-19 beer chugging group from Facebook. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
COVID-19 viral.
What's up? We're great. Doing great.
Glad to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk about your wild-ass group and all the silly, crazy shit that's been coming up from it and all the fun stuff y'all have done for charity and just kind of how weird the world is today. We're also going to drink plenty of beer. We're going to chug plenty of beer for sure because that's what it's all about. We're going to play a game later. We're going to do some fun segments. We're going to talk to some people out in the hashtag Holler Nation. We're just going to have some fun with you guys on the internet because that's what we all need nowadays. But yeah, before we do any of that stuff, we got to do a toast. And we normally do a toast with a shot, but I think this time the situation calls for a little chugging. Brian, you want to go ahead and get us ready with the toast, brother?
That's right. So this is the part where we're going to lead the way with a toast. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and lead the way with a toast. And typically we take a shot during this toast. But this time, since we're with the beer chugging fellas, then what we have to do is all chug a beer. And I challenge you guys out there watching with us, chug one with us, and just continue chugging throughout the show because we're going to do the same thing with you guys. So get your drink of choice ready. I've got my full glass here. And here you go. It's the official Holler toast for COVID-19 beer chugging. Guys, every time you see a shooting star, that's just someone falling off a rainbow road. Let's do it.
Hell yeah, let's do it, y'all. Cheers.
I missed the cheers.
Chug it.
What is up, Holler Nation? Everybody from COVID-19 beer chugging, we are Holler. We are a Huntington, West Virginia-based podcast. We are the podcast that shouts you out. If you've never heard of us before or you've never watched the show, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes. Just search for Holler. We have a YouTube channel. Search for Holler Podcast. And, of course, our Facebook page is where we always go live, facebook.com/official Holler Pod. I will say our guests today are these crazy motherfuckers that have created this group. So you're finally putting a face to what's going on here. And I have to say, these are the only guests that we've had so far that I have a certain station set up in front of me. I have a trash can, towels, multiple beers. I'm ready to get down and fucking dirty. Let's get nasty, boys. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Facebook and the group, JT, thanks for watching and commenting. Michael, Joe, Robert, Brandy, Robert again, Joe, Erica, Josh, Angela, thanks for watching. Comment, talk to me. I'm here to field your questions and comments. Talk shit to these guys. I'll tell them it's all right.
Yeah, she's good at that. So, as you can see, the man with the mustache here is Matt. Mustachioed Matt. The red beard is Nick. What's up, gentlemen?
Mustache Matt.
Welcome to the show. Look at the wonderful merchandise you're wearing right now. You got... Oh, he's in the background. Word.
Oh.
What? Yeah.
BeerChuggin.com.
BeerChuggin.com.
Chuggin. No G.
Yeah, BeerChuggin.com. We raised $2,000 for the West Virginia Master Army so far.
That's
So,
absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, I've just been saying 2,000. I think we're like 1,900.
That's wonderful, guys. Let's just take that jumping point right there and go. What the hell made you guys think of this group? What was your inspiration? Where did you ever see it going this direction? But like, what started this whole thing?
Well, I live in Denver. I'm just here visiting, but I got invited to a similar group from my Kansas City friends, and then I came here. Me and Matt were waiting to get, I think, Fat Patties, and we were like, "Hey, let's make a group here."
Yeah, we were infatuated with this group. Like, but it was based in Kansas City. It was all Kansas City people. And we were like, why don't we make one here? We're literally waiting for Fat Patties.
And we added like maybe just 100 of our friends. And next thing we know, we're like, every 100 members, we're going to shotgun a beer. And then we look at each other because 20 minutes goes by. We have 100. And next thing we know, we're at 45,000 or whatever it's at now. So,
yeah. That night we chugged like 15 beers apiece.
Jeez.
Like, I think we hit 1,000 by midnight. We started at like 5 p.m.
I love that you were doing such a West Virginia thing. You were waiting on some Fat Patties as well. Guys, we have had some crazy, chugs. We've had some crazy people in this group. You've had people that I believe you had to ban, maybe reinstate. So what are some stories? What's some crazy shit that you've ran across? I know all of us, we've seen COVID Cole. That's his name, right? What was his name?
COVID Cole.
Yeah.
That's what we call him, COVID Cole. So
We all know Sherry. She passed out. We watched
She was
her.
napping.
She was
Little
wonderful.
baby. She
There's
needed
so
a
many
nap.
and so many people going live. So that night, that Cole dude, I guess he ended up just smashed a beer bottle on his head or whatever, which is
he's bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, that's kind of legendary, but at the same time, people are messaging us hey, there's some guy hurting himself in his face. He's drunk. So, and then people are telling us false information because they heard it from someone else. So then we banned the dude, and then there's a big uproar in the group. So then we were like, oh, well, we got to reinstate the dude. So whatever, we reached out to him. We sent him a T-shirt today. We're like, oh, thanks for the content, dude.
There you go.
Please don't hurt yourself.
That's really what it is. He was just creating some interesting content. I know you guys are going to be dealing with a lot of crazy people. Because right now this has gone. It's over 35,000 members. I mean, you had videos from freaking Shoe Nice, from fucking Brett Favre showed up on there. Like, that was my dude. Packers were my team, and he shows up on your group. What he asked you what gave you the idea of starting this whole thing. But really though, did you really think it was going to get as big as it got, and is it showing any signs of slowing down at all?
I don't know. We like I said, we invited like 100 of our friends, thinking that it would be small, and then next thing we know, the first night we have 1,500 members, and then we're averaging like 3,000 a day, I guess, something like that.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
so transition this into the great cause that we are raising money for as members of this group and what you guys have done there. Walk us through that, because some people might not know that exists. Might think they're just chugging beer. So what's going on there, man?
So the West Virginia Mask Army is like a pop-up nonprofit, and it's what they're doing is they make the cotton mask, and then they cut these HVAC filters, like that are a certain micron count or something. They cut them and then put them into the cotton masks, so then they're like N95 rated or whatever those masks are that are used by healthcare professionals. And they've distributed like 6,000 masks in West Virginia to date. So they've got a team of people, mostly ladies, if not all ladies, that are seamstresses, and they're just cutting filters up, sewing up masks, and sending them to everywhere that requests them in West Virginia.
They gave us a little shout out yesterday. They were like, "It's a wild time out here. We got a beer chugging group donating to sewers." Like, that's probably never happened in America.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now, how did you team up with them exactly? Whose idea was that?
I think it was mine.
Yeah, we just shot
We didn't even tell them. That was like, I was like, we raised the money, and then I was like, we should probably tell them we're doing this. and I messaged them. I was like, hey, by the way, you're probably gonna get messages about this. And the lady was cool with it. Hillary Brewster, she's like one of their admins. Like,
we know Hillary.
Yeah, she's been on our show.
I actually don't really know her, but apparently she's a cool person.
She definitely is.
Yeah, she's really cool.
The Masked Army is like, we've got these fucking drunk guys on the line. They're wanting to help us. I'm so confused. I don't know.
don't get drunk.
Can y'all tell me a little bit more?
Water at this time.
Can y'all tell me a little bit more about what it seems like with this group that there seems to be like sort of waves of things that happen on it. I think the current wave right now, it was Sherry. Now the wave is other states are starting to feud with other states. That's what I'm seeing. Right now, apparently, there's a feud between West Virginia and Michigan. Can you guys elaborate at all on that?
That actually started. That was one of his homeboys that started all that. One of his homeboys started all that.
Yeah, one of my friends was in the video, and his friend goes, "Fuck West Virginia," and then my friend goes, "I didn't say that," and then they chugged their beer, and it just started this fucking feud where we're still at it, I guess, and now.
Yeah, we've got nations coming in. I saw Canada come in at one point. The whole nation of Canada.
All at once. They can't drink that.
Speaking of that, this is a really good jump-off point because I promised a few people in the group, and again, if you guys have seen anything, I want you to shout some people out here as well because they fucking deserve it. These people are keeping your group going. They're keeping the ratings high, and I told JT Duffield, I told Ryan Blatt, Brandon Thomas McDaniel, that those three are the fastest shotgunners, chuggers in the group. Ryan Blatt specifically can chug a beer in like 1.5 seconds. He literally inhales it. He breathes it in down his throat. But JT Duffield with the shotgun, he was doing the slap back at the Canada guys. So I really appreciated him because I was just Team US all the way. And it's funny that we're even taking sides here, but this is what these weird-ass groups do. I also want to shout out Erica Roberts for the most creative videos. I told her I would do
Sure.
Yes,
this girl is just pumping out quality content. Erica, please be friends with me because I want to create this amazing content as well. I actually have a box of costumes, and when people come over to my house, they sometimes reference my costume box. That's where I got my ears from. Erica, be my friend, please. Thank you.
Yeah, tomorrow we actually got a compilation, or tomorrow or Sunday we got a ESPN type top 10 thing, coming out. So,
hell yeah, this is exclusive right here. Just
Sunday.
First time hearing about this.
Shout out to Keith Bailey for that. He's making it.
That's fantastic.
Shout out to all the mods keeping this group kind of together. I know people bitch and moan about us banning them or whatever, but we're trying to keep it as fun as possible at the end of the day. And it can get pretty crazy out there. So
This is a great stress relief, that's for sure. I'm so happy to be part of the group. It's going to be a really fun podcast. Dudes, there was a guy, his name was like Chan or something. He bonged a Bang energy drink. That hurt me a little bit,
Oh,
like
God.
watching it go down. What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Oh, God.
there's been some that I'm just like, oh my God, like, can't even imagine doing that.
Hey, let's all.
Man, you guys have had so much greatness on the show. I don't think that I'm going to make the top 10, but I did bong a beer out of a baggie. That's how I made my introduction to the group.
Yeah.
See, we messed up. Matt messed up. He didn't
I
he didn't give
forgot
me
to get
any.
the bags.
He didn't give me any knowledge of
Oh,
anything.
no.
going on.
That's all right, that's all right.
We
That's
have-
all right. Well, allow me to lead the way. Since we're talking about chugging, this is a special event. I
What?
mean, normally we don't just continuously
Yeah.
chug the whole show, but we're going to do
Let's
this.
chug.
Here.
Yeah.
JD, do you happen to have a baggie?
Yes, I do. I
Matt,
do.
You messed up bad.
I know.
Let me grab that. real quick.
If we weren't in the hotel too, we probably could have figured it out. But
That's okay. I'm going to let JD go grab his baggie, and in the meantime, I'm going to walk everybody through. Some of the people saw my video in the beer chug group, which was awesome. I tried to be different, and what I do is I take a full beer, I pour it into a Ziploc baggie, twist the baggie tight, and then shoot the beer down my throat. I learned this years and years ago. It's an old party trick, and I took that trick to Vegas with me. I used to walk around Vegas at this event that I would go to with a box of Ziploc baggies, and I would just bong beers with people by giving them little Ziploc baggies, and it was kind of like my trademark. And honestly, guys, I forgot it. It was like a past life of mine because it was like a decade ago. So you guys creating this group, I'm now back. I'm back to my childhood of bonging beers out of baggies.
yeah, again.
So I
We
did
should
this.
all do a Vegas trip. We got some wild Vegas stories.
Hell yeah. Well, let's
Yeah, we
let's
do.
hear some. Yeah, tell us a Vegas story while we bag these beers, if you've got one.
Oh,
On.
man. Oh, you want to hear a Vegas story? Oh, okay. Here, I got a Vegas story. I'm going to keep it as PG as possible. All right, we're going.
Oh, you don't have to.
Don't worry about
You don't have to
PG.
keep it PG on here.
Oh, no. There's some things we're not going to mention. But so
What happens in
we were-
Vegas stays in Vegas.
We were at Dead and Company, or going to see Dead and Company at the MGM Grand. So there's 4 of us. We are trying to figure out where to go to the show. Where the show is, walking the floor, there's a $100 minimum roulette table. So there's 4 of us, and I don't remember the conversation that happened, but it's $100 a roll, and somehow, some way, me and him or something convinced everyone to put a $100 chip, 25 apiece, on number 36. So
Don't tell me that hit.
do it. So it hits.
Oh my
So
god.
$3,600.
Oh my
And
god.
we go to the show, have a great time. I think right after it hits, we go to the bar and spend like $300 on Patron shots. And then we go to the Dead and Company show, and have a great time, leave the show, and we come back out to the same fucking roulette table. And then the same dealer has rotated back to the same roulette table,
Oh,
$100
shit.
minimum, empty table. So we come back there, and we're all fucked up, and we say, I'm like, boys, let's do it again. Let's put another 100 down. And
Sure enough.
we put $100 on 36 again, and it fucking hits
That's
again.
unbelievable.
I mean, it was like Tony Soprano in The Sopranos. Like when he's on peyote, and he's like, and he's just throwing like $100,000, and he just keeps winning and winning and winning. That was how we.
I was sprinting around there.
Oh man, we
My
were
shirt off.
screaming.
I
Yeah,
would do the same thing. Hey, what casino was that again?
that was at the MGM Grand.
Yeah,
Oh,
we went to
shit.
see Dead and Company. We're big music people, so
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
amazing.
band
That's
is around.
Well, let's
I'm
cheers.
I'm going to tell a small Vegas story after I bong this beer out of the bag.
Yeah, let's cheers to that wonderful Vegas.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's all chug.
statement and fuck. Let's see if I don't make a damn mess.
I don't. Linda watching?
All right, here
So-
we go. Are we ready, Brian?
So those of you out there that haven't seen, twist the baggie really tight, and you want to get it to where it's really snug like that. I call it the baggy titty. Get that
Baggy titty.
fake baggy titty right there. This part right here, you want to bite the nipple off of the titty right here. So you're gonna bite this off.
I love it.
And then you're gonna fucking chug, right?
Matt, you fucked up.
Don't eat that part.
Just let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna go. So cheers, and you just squeeze it down your throat. So here we go.
Shotgun song. Goddamn.
Okay, while they are chugging beers and shotgunning and beer titties, Rob and Zach and Rainer, thanks for watching. Erica,
Woo!
Brian, Erica accepts your friendship.
Damn it.
Thank you, Eric. I'm so happy.
Corey, thanks for watching. And Brandy says you guys sound a little dangerous.
Oh, God.
Shit, what are we like? We're like 7 minutes in, and I've already.
I wasn't ready for that. I forgot how heavy, how quickly the beer goes down the throat when you squeeze it like that. Fuck. Oh, glory be. Well, I just drank a whole beer.
Damn, Mountain Dew right there.
It gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
Okay.
Mountain Dew.
Okay, so here's my quick Vegas story. We won't make this all about Vegas. We'll scoot it on right after this. But
Shouts to
I also
Vegas.
have an
Anybody in the group in
like,
Vegas,
a lot
fucking
of
hit
money
us up.
story. I was at a bachelor party. My buddy Brandon got out. We were at slot machines, and honestly, he's gonna kill me for this. I can't remember what casino we were at, but it was a big one. It was like Caesars or something like that. And we were setting up slot machines, and one of the guys in the bachelor party, his name was Isaac. Isaac hits the grand prize on the slot machine. He hit the jackpot, and the bells start going off, and it was such a high amount that they brought guys over in suits with a clipboard. He had to sign for it right there. I thought that shit was just in the movies, and here I am. I'm living it right in front of my face, and I'm like, well, what the fuck now? Like, they had to escort him out instantly. He's not allowed to stay there anymore. And he was part of our bachelor party, or not bachelor party, but yeah, it was, because we were there for a wedding. So we decide, or Isaac mans up right here. This was really cool of him. He decides he's going to take those earnings and take us to the biggest strip club in the world, which is in Vegas, and it's a multi-floor level strip club. And he buys us all VIP table-side bottle service at this giant strip club. So our night went from like a very average night of just Vegas drinking, which nothing is average there, but it went from that to bottle service at the biggest strip club. It was insanity, all because he hit the jackpot.
That's a true friend right there.
Brian, you were at the Luxor.
Is that where I was at?
Yeah.
Thank
You were. You're welcome. Thanks, Brandon, for letting me know.
It's been.
Oh man, he's fast on that. Okay.
Keith is now going to try the baggie.
He's gonna do the
I want
hell yeah.
everybody to post their baggy videos in the replies to this. Let's get as many bag of beers as we can on this. Why not?
Make sure you say holler when you do it.
Titty
Kitty
sprinkles.
Why not?
Yo, so I want to do one more shout out to beerchuggin.com. It's beerchuggin.com. It's not a G at the end. It's that, all one word. Go there, buy some merch. These guys are wearing these t-shirts right now. They've got koozies. Fucking support, because what you're
My
doing.
shirt, it comes with the koozie.
There you go. Yeah, shirt comes with a koozie, and what you're doing is you're supporting the West Virginia Mask Army. And yeah, that's
All the shirts are made locally. Well, pressed locally.
Press locally. They're made in Haiti.
well, you know.
And what's the
T-shirts,
price?
we're supporting local businesses. T-shirt company.
How much do we pay for these guys?
They're $20, and then you pay shipping, so 20 plus shipping.
All right, someone's wanting me to say, all right, so I misspoke. I said that those masks were N95 masks. I guess I misspoke. They are not N95 masks.
Educate us, people.
They're homemade masks with HVAC filters that are whatever.
Yeah,
Go to the website, click on the link, and it tells you exactly what you need to know.
Yeah, that's
Don't
true.
get your info from guys that are chugging beers on a podcast.
Yeah, there's a West Virginia medicine link on the website. Click that and go see what a doctor has to say about it.
There you go. Hey, let's
All right,
talk.
guys.
Yeah,
I think at this point we would like to probably talk to Holler Nation, right?
Yeah.
I was
I think
just
we
about to
should.
say that, actually, but
All right,
waiting
so
for
let's
to hear
move on to
you first. So, yeah. The lag is what it is. It's the internet, motherfuckers.
Holler.com.
All right, so JD, would you like to go first on your Holler Nation poll? Maybe we'll go around the podcast and then we'll talk to Holler Nation and see what they have to say. What's up?
Sure. What I asked everybody this week was something kind of silly. I've always liked asking the silly ones. Brian gets a little head in his head with them sometimes, but I go with the silly shit. And mine this week was, what old school food or snack from your youth would you bring back? Something that they don't make anymore, something they discontinued, but something you remember when you were a kid that you would want to fucking bring back. It could be a food or a snack or a drink, whatever, doesn't matter. shit, a toy, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Just answer. I'll go first. Mine was. Do y'all remember the little beef jerky that was in like a dip can? Does anybody remember that shit? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you throw the stall.
Yeah, it was like that stuff, and it was like super shredded, and you would be able to you'd put it in your lip, and you'd be like, yeah, dude. And that's the stuff I'd bring back because that shit was dope. Brian, how about you?
That's it.
I think rolled up bubblegum cigarettes you could buy.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Okay, so the thing that I wanted to bring back, I believe they already brought back. It was my favorite cereal when I was a kid. It was French Toast Crunch, and it was gone for a long time, and I think they brought it back. So I guess that doesn't count. I think my answer then goes to Fruitopia because they had one of those machines in like my elementary school, and it was like that was a big day for me. If I could get like a Fruitopia, I was like, that's like a fucking beer for an 8-year-old. You know what I mean? I was chugging Fruitopia before I was chugging these beers. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, Gracie, how about you?
My turn.
Yeah.
Okay. If they still make this, I can't find it. So if you know where it is, please point me to a direction. But Surge was my favorite
Yes.
soda. I think that's why I like Mountain Dew so much.
It's back too. It's back.
Yeah,
Oh well,
back.
point me in the direction to Surge, please.
You can find it sometimes along with like Crystal Pepsi. You can find that shit as well sometimes.
Mine's over.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
That's my life.
What about you guys? Anything you guys would bring back?
No, mine's always been around, but I've been gone for almost 8 years now. And the gas station pepperoni rolls from Hollers. Oh, those are hitters.
There's your West Virginia answer right there, son.
Oh yeah.
Nah, you can't find them anywhere else.
All right. I got the best answer. Hold on.
Okay.
First off, all right. Someone keeps barking at me saying, "State to all that these are not N95 masks." I already did that.
Yeah, you did that.
Check the
We get it.
website. What else?
I think the point he was trying to make with that these are filtered masks. They're not just cloth pieces that you put over your face like a bandana or something.
Right.
These have filters in them. They are not N95 standard, which means a doctor can't use them, shit like that. Don't worry, everyone. They're not making N95 masks. Those are very expensive to make and apparently take a lot of time and effort to do. These, however, are masks that are still helping people stop the spread of this damn virus. There you go. There's your legal advice. And we're going to bring the lawyer back in, and he'll be able to actually make that statement a little better than I did.
Ooh, no.
Oh yes.
Anyway, what's your best answer?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure they may. I've never seen them in stores recently, but I'm pretty sure they talked about bringing them back. But Dunkaroos, flat out,
Come back this summer.
flat out, Dunkaroos, easy money.
I'm cracking a beer
Okay,
for
so
that one.
listen, Matt. We threw a Holler podcast party, and one of our guests that came to the party, shout out LaCandace, she made homemade Dunkaroo dip, and she brought the shit over, and it tasted just like Dunkaroos, and I ate so much I made myself sick. I ate like a tub of Dunkaroo dip. You know how it comes in like a very small amount?
Yeah, you gotta.
I ate like a fucking bowl of it, like I was eating like a bowl of cereal or something. It was not good. It was.
You gotta take each Dunkaroo and you gotta dunk at the perfect amount. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with an empty Dunkaroo. It stinks.
Yeah. You got to get a good cookie to cream ratio so that when you run out of cookies, that's right when you run out of cream as well. And we all know this. Cheers to that. Chug it.
I'm an Indian outlaw.
Cheers.
You're chugging.
Back on.
I'm drinking bourbon too, by the way. Eagle Rare in this glass. So fucking good. It's just so
Ooh.
good.
You said you're in Barnesville. We might swing by and grab a shot.
Yeah.
I'll sit out on the porch in quarantine mode.
There you go. Yeah. He'll
We're
socially
gonna break
distance the
laws
shot
around
up.
here.
On the interstate, I saw it said stay at home, essential travel only. So this is essentials.
Jim's got this at only 5 people now, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, watch your asses. And state patrols coming in.
All right. So, yo, I'm gonna.
Katie, what's Holler Nation have to say, man?
I'm gonna answer some here. This first comes from Drew, and his response was, and I'm not really sure if you'll be able to see it. I'm gonna try to turn it up so that you can, or try to at least get the. But it's the Ninja Turtles turtle pies. Do you remember these? The little turtle pies that were like.
Yes, I remember them.
They were like those apple pies you'd get at the grocery or whatever at the fucking gas station, but they were filled with green vanilla pudding.
Yep.
That shit was real. This is also probably going to be backwards and everything, but this comes from Corey. This is the, you probably can't see it too good, the Nestle, no, you can't see it good at all. It's Nestle Alpine White with almonds, so I guess it was like a white chocolate bar with almonds in it. That's some straight up 80s shit right there, for sure. And then I got a couple hits on Snapchat here. Let's see. This one comes from Katie. She says, grade school mashed potatoes and those Kraft rolls. Remember dipping rolls in mashed potatoes when you were in school? She said, those were absolute fire.
They'll do that every Thanksgiving.
What a fucking answer. Grade school mashed potatoes.
I distinctly remember. I know exactly what she's talking
the
about.
Bag reminds me of the milk in the bag.
Yeah.
Someone said that, dude. When I went live on Beer Chuggin on your group, someone was like, it reminds me of my chocolate milk in the bag.
Yeah. I mentioned
Am I the only one that never had milk in a bag?
I think
Yeah.
so, and that's why you came out this way, Gracie. You didn't have milk.
We only had cartons. I went to school in Ohio. Leave me be.
Oh, that explains everything. West Virginia in the house, baby. I got one more from Snapchat, then we'll move on to Brian's. Jen also says Dunkaroos. That's what Jen says. Dunkaroos as well. I think that's probably going to be a winner tonight. I think most people are going to end up saying that.
We're going to get a lot of that. That's a popular answer.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's scoot over to Brian. You asked Holler Nation about some stuff too, man, right?
Listen, our podcast is called Holler. We're in West Virginia. I asked a West Virginia asked question. I want to know what's your favorite Appalachian saying. Gracie, I'm going to start this. I don't know. I know I asked the question, but mine is more of like this is a joke that you're only going to get if you speak Appalachian. So Gracie, I'm going to use this on you. Gracie, what do you call a blind deer?
Oh. A blind deer?
Yeah, what do you call one?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Oh.
No idea.
Damn. That's fucking great.
Katie,
Where's the soundboard when you need it? Oh! There it is.
Mango chutney.
Take a trip on the internet.
That deserves a little chug. I'm just going to chug after every cool thing that happens.
We're chugging with you.
Mountain Dew.
Gracie, what's your favorite Appalachian saying?
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Remember that.
That's an
Brian.
Appalachian one?
And JD.
Write that down, Brian.
Yeah, and JD, you write it down too.
I don't. Why is that Appalachian? Where'd that come from? What makes that one quintessentially Appalachian?
The internet.
The internet. Okay, cool. Great answer.
From the depths of hell.
Take a shot.
All right, let's see what Nick and Matt.
Indian outlaw.
Let's see what Nick and Matt have to say.
Guys, do you have an Appalachian saying?
It's raining cats and dogs. I don't know.
Sounds all right. Okay.
Ain't Appalachian.
Yeah.
I don't know if this one's Appalachian. Well,
We just speak it. I
you
don't
know,
know.
wait.
Nick,
That's
let me
good.
get
That's a
off.
good enough
Nick,
one right there. We just speak it, man. That's what we do.
Nick, see if you can finish this sentence for me.
What's that got to do with the price of eggs? Is that Appalachian?
I think so.
Sure.
No need to buy the cow when you can get the milk for free.
All right. I don't know
Nick,
if that's
somebody
Appalachian.
said, I'm drunker than a... What would you say?
I'm drunker than a skunk.
That's pretty Appalachian.
It's good.
And I feel like Appalachian gets a lot more weird with it too. You know, they'll just start adding random shit right off the top of their head that they've never even heard before. Like I'm drunker than a skunk pissing under a Harley Davidson. You know, something like that.
A fat boy Harley.
There we go.
Get more than that.
Let's talk to Holler Nation for a second here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this segment because then I'm going to really go hard on Facebook. I know we've got a lot of answers on Facebook probably rolling in. Gracie's going to field those. Gracie, write them down as they roll in if you see them. I'm looking for Appalachian sayings, y'all. Here we go. This first one, we're going to kick it off from CJ.
My favorite Appalachian saying would be Ewins. That means y'all plus 3. That's what that means.
Okay.
My favorite Appalachian.
I'm glad that he. I meant to tell people to use their sayings in a sentence. I'm glad that he explained. Okay, next Appalachian saying is going to come from TJ. He says, "Let's go to the pub. I'll whip your ass in the NASCAR."
Left turn.
Next snap comes from Mike Perry. What's up, Mike? He says, "Make a decision and stick with it. There's a lot of flat squirrels who couldn't make up their mind. That's my mom." That's what he says.
That's some good advice right there. I actually dig that one. That's
I'm
some
gonna
like.
read it again. Make a decision and stick with it. There's a lot of flat squirrels who couldn't make up their mind. Mike Perry's mom. That's great.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks,
it,
Mom. Next snap is going to come from Lexi.
So, my favorite Appalachian saying comes from when I worked at O'Charlie's in Barboursville, West Virginia. And instead of asking for extra ranch, they asked for extra ranch. And let me tell you, I have literally never heard that anywhere else. So, cheers. I'm going to try and chug.
Oh, she's doing a chug for us.
She's chugging.
Shout out to you. Oh, yeah.
I'll chug with you.
That's a fucking great
I didn't make it so
That's a
fancy.
great answer, Lexi. Thank you so much for snapping the
Hey,
show.
can I get a sweet tea with extra ranch?
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, use it in the sentence.
Sweet
This
tea,
next
extra
snap
ranch.
rolled in from listener Levi, and Levi is from New Mexico. So let's just see what Levi has to say right here. Oh, he's walking his dog. This is a dog snap. Sometimes we get those. Sorry, guys.
I love them. Keep
Next
them
snap
coming.
comes from Sarah. This one comes from Sarah. She says, "Rode hard and put up wet," or "Don't buy the cow when you can get the milk for free." There you go.
There it is, boys.
That
Well
was
done.
great. Next snap comes from Mike Anderson. He says, "It's one word. Somebody gives you something and you say, thank you."
Thank you. Thank you for the extra ranch.
These are really fun to read, by the way. I'm having a blast at them. We need Erica in the costumes on here reading off all the answers. See, Erica, I've got a side job for you. It pays $0, but you'd be great at this.
We'll raise you 0.
Next snap comes from Will. He says, "Out up the road" to describe a location or general direction. For example, "Oh yeah, they record the Holler podcast at the station on..."
Oh, geez. Losing it. Can y'all still hear me?
And that's all of my Snapchats for the moment. So I'm going to stop right there, and I will pound out Facebook for the rest of the show as far as...
We have one on Facebook.
Go for it.
Dallas says, "Bless your heart."
That is very Appalachian. And you know, they say it in a very condescending way, too. That's not a nice one, typically. It's like when you say something really stupid, instead of the person being like, "You fucking idiot," they go, "Bless your heart." That's what they do.
And Cole says, "Belly washer."
Oh my God, Warsh.
My grandma is the queen of Warsh.
Yes.
Warsh the rag, Warsh the bathtub, Warsh the car.
Wash your goddamn undies.
Same exact thing here. And you know, people that are listening to this podcast later on, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, things like that, they listen across the globe to this thing, and definitely across the nation. If you're hearing us say these words, that really happens. Wash rags, and wash your clothes, and wash cloths. That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
Down at the crate.
I'm fucking talking more country just reading these
Hey, that's
things.
why we're called Holler, people.
Serious.
You don't realize it.
Take off. Mario. Okie dokie. Mamma mia. Here we go. Mario.
Guys, I want to take the time to let you know right now we are going to have a segment on the show called Holler at a Lawyer. And all you guys listening right now live, I want you to ask anything that you want to ask a lawyer, an attorney right now. If you type that into the chat right now, we're going to bring a real live lawyer onto the show, and he's the Holler lawyer. You're going to holler at this lawyer. I will say you're going to get to ask him a hypothetical question, and he will give you a non-legally binding opinion on that matter. It's going to be great. We'll do it later in the show after the segment called Shots Fired. So any legal questions, did you beat somebody's ass or steal something on accident when you chugged too many beers? Ask those questions below. We're going to shoot you straight later on the show.
Hey, speaking of segments that Brian brought up, we're about to do one right now, and it's going to be called Shots Fired. So, Brian, can I go ahead and get that intro fucking music, baby? Let's go.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. I'm running long. My wind's blown.
Nick and Matt are going to make me drink my entire refrigerator full of beer on this one show, and that's fine. Whatever. Bring it on.
This is portion of the show called Shots Fired, by the way. And I want to apologize if this is super laggy, y'all. That's just how it goes. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes on this thing. So if the show kind of sounds a little wacky, hey, blame it on the fucking coronavirus, all right?
Yeah, if it wasn't for that, Matt and Nick would be in our studios right now at Holler Studios.
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and pour myself a little shotsy here.
I'd probably be in Denver.
Yeah, he'd probably be in fucking Denver, which is where he's supposed to be probably right now. I'm gonna do this shot specifically for the COVID-19 beer chugging group that's on Facebook. It is a private group, but just join it. You're gonna love it. It's fantastic. Well, you can if you want. You can actually just because we all just do our own sort of thing when it comes to the shots fired situation. But do what you will. Do whatever you will. I'm doing an actual shot. I'm actually gonna do a real shot this time. But do you know what this shot's for? All the haters in that group talking about West Virginia can't chug or West Virginia can't do this shit. You know what? West Virginia is 55 strong, motherfuckers. One of the best fucking states in the fucking union. It's absolutely fantastic. There's so much culture and art and food and great shit here. West Virginia is one of the best fucking states in the fucking union. And so this is cheers to West Virginia and shots fired to you bitches out there in Michigan or wherever you think is cooler than West Virginia. Go fuck yourself.
Fire them up, fellas. Here we go. Shout out to my Courtney, by the way. She's watching her very first Holler episode, and she loves it. And I want to say hi. Thank you for watching. Okay, so time for my shots fired. I'm going to go a little bit serious for a second here and talk about the current pandemic that's going on. There is a lot of misinformation being shared. That's always going to happen in everything. But let's talk about just the basics of what people are sharing. And something that really irks me, man, it irks me really, really bad, is people that are sharing the phrase, stay inside. That's the wrong wording. This is not about staying inside. It is about being quarantined. It's about social distancing. But that doesn't mean don't go outside. And the reason I bring this up is because local news stations especially are getting really bad about running stories about social distancing. And they'll show somebody like running in the park or like running along the sidewalk somewhere. Well, that person's fine. If you're out jogging on a sidewalk or a path by yourself, you're by yourself. If you're out jogging in a large group of people, that, of course, would not be social distancing. And the problem here that I'm really getting at is I run every day after work. Okay, I run a couple miles. That's just what I do. And I was running one day. A truck pulled over, and this man who looked like a drunken billy goat hung his head out of the window. And I didn't know what the fuck he was going to do. You know what I mean? I don't know if this guy's going to shoot me or scream at me or what. Shit. And this guy screams, "Go work out at your house, you motherfucker!" And then he peels off and takes off. So, like, it puts someone like me who is trying to stay healthy during this whole thing, doing my own thing by myself. I'm just out jogging by myself, dude. There was nobody within a mile of me. And but this guy, probably from the false stories that he's seen on the news and things like that, he thinks nobody's allowed to be outside. You literally have to stay locked in your own homes unless you're an essential employee. That's incorrect. Shots fired at people like that. If you have accidentally used the phrasing "stay inside," just go back and delete that post and correct it, because, again, people, you can go outside, but definitely practice social distancing.
The phrase
and definitely wear a mask when you can't.
Yeah, dude. Go ahead and hit that shot, dog. The phrase shouldn't be "stay inside." It should be "stay safe," and that means being informed and knowing what the fuck you're doing. You know, there's all these simple things. They've been telling you about it for weeks now, people. Stay 6 feet away from others. You know, fucking don't touch your face as much as you do. Try not to do that as much. Wash your fucking hands. That's the number one. Wash your fucking hands. Who's not washing their hands right now? If you're not washing your hands, go fuck yourself. Shots fired to you. Give us some shots, dog. We need shot noises.
Yeah, thank you. And by the way, for my shots, I'm going to just chug a beer because that's the theme of the night. That's the guys we have on here. So, JD, when I fire this shot and chug my beer, I'm going to let you take it from there. You can lead the way, maybe get Grace and get these guys involved. Cheers, fellas. Cheers to that. Shots fired.
Hell yeah. Actually, Gracie, you go ahead and fucking lead the way. I'm going to cheers. I'm going to chug too.
My turn. Me go? I go?
You go.
Okay. I'm trying not to shoot my fires about this pandemic, but I'm going to again this week. Whenever people are saying that the grocery store workers and the nurses and the doctors are all on the front line, all the heroes, and they should get all this stuff, they're doing a great job, and that's what they need to be doing. But I'm going to need people to start talking about the child care workers who are taking care of their kids, who are still
while this is still
at
happening,
risk for being with their children, whose parents are also at risk. Like, I think it just kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because I'm a child care worker and I still have to work. I'm an essential employee. I am a hero too, and I'm on the front lines too, so you better start recognizing it. I'm going to shoot my fires at you every damn week.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, no shit. Cheers. You know, teachers, child care workers, they're all heroes anyway.
She's a school teacher, so she has to weekend with all of her kids every day.
I saw some recent memes that were talking about how, like, people were finally dealing with having to teach their kids and, like, homeschool their kids and have to take care of their kids all day long. And they're like, you know what? Fucking give teachers $1 billion a year. Give fucking childcare workers $1 billion a year, because that shit's tough, dog. I'm trying to work a 40-hour-a-week job. I'm socially distanced in my house on Zoom meetings all fucking night. And my kid's like, Daddy, I want to watch Frozen 2. And I'm like, God damn it, I just want to fucking,
Yeah, and I bet these parents that always bitch at their teachers, why are you mean to my kid? Why is my kid failing this class? I bet they change their attitude after all this pandemic goes on.
You're going to learn something today.
You're going to learn something this quarantine. All right, so Matt and Nick, if you got something, we've given you a little time. We went with ours first.
Exactly what we're gonna fire.
Yeah, one of you guys go first, the other guys go right afterwards.
We're gonna fire shots, dude. We've gotten. Oh, I think this is a group message.
I know.
He already knows what I'm gonna say. The amount of hate messages that we've gotten in our other folder on Facebook, people are saying, "Oh, we're donating 25% of our we're donating 25% of sales, not profit.
Right.
25% of sales." People are saying, "Where's the other 75% go?" Oh, so you are pocketing 75%? I'm sick of it. And so is he. I'm sick of it. honestly, we have no clue how much that we. I'm pretty sure we are not making $1. Like we have no clue what the hell we're doing.
Those people have never dealt with merchandising in their entire life.
For the first 100 orders, we're giving free shipping. Right. We were giving free shipping anyone that bought $50 or more of merchandise. We didn't even realize it was on.
That was fucking us.
Yeah. So like, and then like taxes, so whatever. That's shots fired right there. Everyone that's trying to say where's the 75%? People are saying, oh, you're making 75%. You have no clue what the hell you're talking about. Like, if anything,
we're making $1 or $2 a t-shirt.
Yeah, if that, and you know what? That's administrative costs right there. People don't realize that fucking shirts costs a lot of money to make, you know? And when you're buying a shirt, you're not just giving that person all the money and then getting the shirt. It fucking costs money to create the shirt, to create the design, to fucking print it, to screen it, to fucking ship it, to, you know, fucking do all this shit.
Like, we pull out our printer the printer to, you know, do the labels, and next thing we know, we need a new toner.
$100. Well, $90.
Yeah.
It's just one thing after another, and people don't.
Yeah, marketing, the videos we've got made.
They don't see the behind the scenes.
Yeah, and look at all the goodness that has come from the group, guys. You guys are doing a wonderful thing. Fucking shots fired. I'm gonna fire those shots for you. Drink up.
God, the Tiger King.
Free Joe.
Fuck Carol Baskin.
Fuck Carol Baskin.
All right.
What a wonderful. All that shit's so great.
Segment. It's about to be Holler at a Lawyer time. Here we go.
Let's holler at this lawyer.
So, Katie, I'm going to take this opportunity to pull our Holler lawyer on here. Anybody that's watching us live, if you've got some legal questions that you could possibly think of, and Matt and Nick, you guys as well, and you could even ask legal questions about like what you guys are doing or how to control some of the money. This guy's going to know, man. This guy's going to know everything. So our Holler at a Lawyer is on standby. We'll bring him in shortly. Gracie, in the meantime, what's the chat saying, man? Read us.
Yeah, I'm doing my best here.
Levi says, "Oh man, I sent a snap of me walking the dog, then saw your snap question, and then answered back in a snap. So you might have missed my response to your question." So Levi has an actual response.
Yes, I did miss that, Levi.
Erica says, "Cheers to the haters." Courtney says, "Hey," gives us the wave emoji. Mark says, "Everybody love everybody." Michael says, "Mental health workers such as myself and my mom. My mom and Mike work at a mental health facility, and they're also on the front lines."
Word up.
And Ryan says, "Shut the fuck up, pussy," other than Matt and Nick. So I don't know who he's talking to.
That's the haters we're talking about. They're live.
Ryan, go on somewhere else. Mark says, "The best nation is donation." Then he says, "Y'all dudes are killing it." And
the best nation is donation.
That's my Michigan boy that started this feud.
That's not bad.
So,
who, Mark or Ryan?
Mark. We gotta give a shout out to Mark.
Mark. Go Buckeyes, pal. Go Buckeyes.
Buckeyes.
And
I don't get involved.
And Corpus Christine, that's funny, says, "Oh, we can chug," and that's it. That's all I got.
All right, that'll work. Hey, Cole.
Well, if you haven't noticed, fucking George Washington has joined the chat.
Lovely. Nice, Cole.
What's happening, dude?
Oh,
Yeah, this gentleman right here, his name is Cole. He is a law-abiding citizen as well as a law-practicing citizen. And he's going to answer some questions by some people. I'd like to start, though. Can I do one for Cole specifically?
Yeah.
This kind of came up, and this is specifically related to Matt and Nick here with COVID-19 beer chugging. How liable are these guys for any shit that happens after people go live and get fucking wacky on the internet with them? Are they liable for anything that happens? Is there a...
So, first off, my typical answer of this is not legal advice. There's no attorney-client privilege and so on and so forth. But My opinion is, unless they are dictating anything or controlling anything, the law is going to probably state, which anyone can find, that they're not going to really have a liability unless they are really bringing anything on. Because basically they're just an open format. It's just like if someone posted something on Facebook regularly, like you're not responsible for what people do unless you're telling them to do. Like if you're like, hey everyone, go out and bust beer bottles over your head and send us the videos. Maybe
Shouts,
you get in trouble for
shouts.
that.
Hashtag
But if
COVID
people are
Cole.
just doing things on their own,
Yeah, that's kind of what I had figured what was the case on that. So there is zero liability for these gentlemen. So guess what, guys? You're in the clear. Everything's good. You can fucking just party all you need on the internet. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
That's kind of what I'd figured.
also, since we're chugging beers, I'm doing my beer trick for the day that we learned in 2008, Brian, 2007.
You guys are in for a treat. Can I intro this right here? Guys, if you thought the bag of beer was cool, we learned those tricks along the lines at the same time. Cole right here is an ex-college roommate of mine, so we go way back. Cole can do this trick. I used to bring Cole around groups of people just to make him open beer cans a certain way, and when you get Cole real drunk, he'll do like 20 in a row. Cole, show him your trick, how you open a beer can.
That's a dip spitter.
Oh no!
Oh
There it
shit!
is. Look at that.
He pops the top off with the knife like that,
Legend.
and then just
We call
fucking
that the owner
chugs
dip
it like a.
spitter.
The owner.
Yeah, that's where you spit your chaw when you know the beer.
Yes.
West Virginia. Woo!
Hell
West
yeah!
Virginia. That is where we learned that. By
West
the way.
Virginia people. Damn.
Yeah, my mouth is
Mountain
tough
Dew.
enough for that. Hell no.
I'm an Indian outlaw.
Okay,
Down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a
so I have an anonymous question.
Okay.
So, an employee was tested for COVID-19, and HR and the boss allowed them to come back before their test results came back. Can anything happen if this employee has it and the other people get sick with the coronavirus?
Once again, non-legal advice, my opinion on what is out there right now, because this is a situation where it's not like your normal contract law or employment law or anything like that. This is such a random situation that it's going to vary by jurisdiction, and the honest answer is maybe, possibly. If this is something where it does occur, my advice is to seek out an attorney and ask them, because find an attorney that does employment or anything like this right now, because the laws are changing so much as this is going on. Without the proper research, I won't be able to give a good answer, other than there is a possibility that you could bring that if they let them back and then you got sick. I would definitely speak to a licensed attorney in the area.
Cole, I've got one for you here, and this is also on the same sort of topic, but I figure you might have some insights.
Raising in my house.
Let's say a company lays you off, they furlough you, and you are somebody that was a full-time employee. So maybe, this doesn't have to do with the pandemic, just anytime you get furloughed and you're a full-time employee of a place that you have paid into healthcare. Do you lose your health care when they furlough you? Is that up to the employer to decide if they're going to continue paying your health care while you're furloughed? Is it an employer decision, or is it how does that work exactly?
Once again, non-legally binding advice, but I know that most of the times it's whatever your employment contract states. I know that a lot of the healthcare will state if you are fired, it may end immediately. If you are let go due to something outside of your control, then you may be covered for an additional 2 weeks, an additional month. You would just have to basically go through whatever you signed with the employer. The employer
that might wake people up after this kind of event, because again, you could be furloughed for any reason or any amount of reasons, not just a pandemic. But now that we're so fine-tuned from this, and so many people have been furloughed, that's a really interesting thing, because dude, if your health insurance, if you were somebody that had medication and you needed to see doctors regularly, luckily that's not me. But if you were somebody that had to have medication and you are furloughed and that health insurance ends instantly, and now you're on the mad dash scramble trying to receive Medicaid and things like that, you are fucked right there. You're in a bad situation.
I know I had a friend who she actually had health insurance through her employer. Has to get her wisdom teeth removed, so set up the appointment in like May or something like that. Got furloughed from her job, so she's like, well, I don't have health insurance, and she had to like cancel this and everything like that. So it is something that's affecting a lot of people. So
no shit.
Maybe everyone that is currently still employed and has health insurance, you may want to, see what kind of paperwork you've signed to see what that is, because you may want to be prepared. Because if they're like, no, you're still covered for a month under the health insurance, or you're covered for 2 weeks, or no, if you get furloughed, you lose health insurance immediately, that's something you can kind of prepare for.
Guys, welcome to Holler, the podcast where you can ask a Holler lawyer a non-legally binding question as he chews the beer top off of a can and chugs it in a George Washington wig. Where else can you get that? Welcome to Holler.
It does look nice, Cole. I like what you've done with it. I realize that your barber is probably closed right now, but I think it looks fabulous. You've done a great job.
I just want to say real quick, Gracie, if you got a couple answers or questions out there, get them collected. I do want to ask real quick if Nick or Matt have any particular questions, like weird law-ass questions for a lawyer, like law-ass questions. I don't know.
Law.
Are you writing it down?
I'm in a landlord dispute right now. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go for it.
That's some heavy shit.
About $4,400 from my old landlord. They gave us a 30-day notice to move out, and then because they sold the house, and then in 60 days in Colorado they have to give us our damage deposit back. But they owe us our damage deposit and our last month's rent that we had to pay up front. So it's been 60 days, and now it's been over 60 days, honestly. So, yeah. Oh, man. So I'm about to take them to small claims court if they don't hit us with a check in the next week. But I've dealt with these idiots for a whole year, from brown water to them fraud on Zillow. They said there was central heat and air, and then we get to summer and there's no AC. It's been one thing after another with these people. And now there's a third party involved with our damage deposit. So it's a headache.
Yeah, dude, get an attorney. Get an attorney and just take them to small claims court and just pile everything else on there. Be like, look, this is what I've went through. This is what I've had to deal with. Like, if they're wanting to play dirty, the way I look at it is if you want to, start this shit, then I'm going to finish this shit. So, go through it, get an attorney that knows what they're doing, and that attorney is going to basically be able to be like, look, not only are we going to do this, we're going to do this, and this. So, get in there.
Yeah, there's such a thing as tenants' rights, motherfuckers.
It's been a headache. Sure.
I have a question, actually, on another sort of question on behalf of Nick and Matt of COVID-19 Beer Chuggin, the fastest growing group on Facebook. They were recently raised over or close to $2,000 worth of money for the West Virginia Mask Army, which creates masks for people that are essential workers or people that are in the healthcare business and that need these masks. However, these masks are not fully N95 certified or N95 masks, which is literally like a specific, certification of that. What's the kind of thing they need to say? What's the kind of thing that Matt and Nick should say to protect themselves when people are like bitching about, hey, these aren't N95s. They got like filters and they're made out of cloth and stuff, but these aren't the actual real deal masks. Like, yeah, what can they say to quiet up the fucking people that are going up in arms about this?
Basically, go to any medical website, and any medical website is going to basically tell you what, if a bandana single, a double bandana, what it blocks. So basically, all they're doing is just helping protect as much as they can. It's not saying, hey, we're in a biohazard suit and nothing's going to happen. It's every little bit helps. So if you're, it's blocking 20% of particles versus 40% of particles, like, you're just saying what it's doing. Like, you're not guaranteeing it's going to keep you from catching this shit. You're just basically saying, look, every little bit helps. Just like saying, like, washing your hands isn't going to prevent this 100% from happening. But if you take every little step and every precaution you can, it's going to limit your exposure. So they're not guaranteeing anything. They're just saying, look, we're helping someone that's trying to help others by reducing the possibility of getting this, which that's all they're doing. They're not guaranteeing that this is going to keep you from catching anything. We're just helping everyone as much as they can.
See, that should just be, that's normal ass advice. That's not even like lawyer advice. That's just like, everybody fucking use your brains, for Christ's sake.
That makes me want to go wash my hands.
That tends to be what lawyer advice is, by the way. Use your fucking brains. That's really how it goes.
Yeah, like the 75% profit margin.
No shit.
Stacey, is there anything floating around out there in Holler Nation?
No questions in Facebook that I can see.
Okay, well then, while you're still fielding those, I'll ask one more here before we let Cole go, just in case. By the way, while I'm talking, guys, if you're watching live, if you want to ask a Holler lawyer any legal question and get some non-legally binding advice from a motherfucker that's chugging beers, dressed like George Washington, now's the time to do it. Cole, here's a question for these guys, since we've got them on the show. For their own protection, maybe some advice. They're doing a great thing.
We're really looking out for you guys.
They're raising money for a great cause. Should there be any concern at all, in all honesty, let's just say the group triples in size in the next month, quadruples in size, for example, and blows the fuck up, and some major dollar signs are coming through. Should there be any point where these guys are worried that they're going to have to collect, or they're going to have to pay taxes later, or they're going to have to show accounting numbers on a certain thing?
Working with a nonprofit helps, because working with a nonprofit is basically going to kind of limit the liability of what they are doing. Now, if they start doing things to the point of, we are actually doing this to make money, and we're only going to give a small portion of it. So if they're making $10 per shirt net, and they're only giving $2 to, some kind of nonprofit, then at some point that the IRS is going to be like, hey, we want to know what you're doing with that other $8. If they're pretty much giving everything that they have to the nonprofit, and if it came down to it, they had to have accounting, they're probably in good shape. But, if you guys keep growing, you may want to do something like an LLC or something to just protect yourself for the accounting aspect.
We actually already covered our basis on that. We went ahead and created an LLC and the whole...
smart. You fucking smart motherfuckers. Hell yeah, dude.
We don't know if we should be a nonprofit, though.
Yeah, so that's our big thing. Like, we do...
That all can be worked out. That all can be worked out. You're actually in a better position than you possibly could have been, man. That's fantastic.
Yeah, my buddy was telling me that if you just donate like 1% of your sales, that you could technically be a nonprofit. I don't know if that's legal.
Nonprofit, like if you're a 501 organization, basically what that means is you all are allowed to pay yourself a reasonable salary based upon what you do. Everything over your reasonable salary and everything else that you do, you can't have a profit. You have to donate the rest of it. So if you all pay yourselves, if you all do all this, pay for all the supplies, and at the end of the year, in your bank account, you have an extra $5,000. So that $5,000 can't be just kept. You have to then take any extra profit after you paid yourself and donate.
What about Susan J. Komen, though?
Oh,
what was that? I didn't hear it. Like clicked out.
Just kidding. I'm talking about Susan Komen. Controversial nonprofit.
We don't want to talk about that. That's not a good nonprofit.
More than likely, they're in major litigation already right now, so we don't really have to deal with that shit. Somebody else dealing with it. It's going to take a minute.
For the cure.
Yeah, we went ahead and just did the LLC just to cover our ass in case something happened. So
smart, very very smart.
Yeah, we went to Harvard. I don't know if you all knew that. But, graduated Harvard business. So.
Oh shit! Oh god, I'm about to die.
Sick.
We have a question on Facebook. Corpus Christine says, "Wait, are you a real lawyer?"
Yes. And if you don't believe it, I'll show you my student loan debt.
Which that shit's apparently worth more than the actual paper that says you're a lawyer on.
Yeah, I have I'm a tax lawyer actually. Actually a supervising tax lawyer at my tax firm. So
Perfect. That's all we need.
Well, yeah. Honestly, it might be one of the best situations because that's all that fucking matters to a lot of people is that money, baby. Thank you so much, Cole, for jumping on the show. We're going to bring you back all the time. We have a lawyer on the show if you want to talk to him. It's like Judge Judy, but with more shots.
And better hair.
And
It's
better
like
hair,
Judge
way
Judy
better
takes
hair.
the beer can open and chugs it. It's even better.
I don't know if he got a donk like she do, but you know what I'm saying. Let's open up some fucking answers.
Cheers, guys.
Judge Chug in the house.
Judge Chug. Thanks, dude. Let's open up some answers from Holler Nation out there.
Yeah, man, let's move on to Facebook. You're right, JD, Holler Nation. Do you have anything that you would like to open up from Holler Nation first?
Yes, I do. I just have some Snapchats here. This one comes from Will. You can snap him on Snapchat at Perry-Will. He says, Wonder Balls. Which, by the way, my question again was, what's something you would bring back from your childhood, a snack or a food that you would enjoy bringing back? Wonder Balls. Does anybody remember what Wonder Balls were?
Yes.
What are they? Can you explain it?
They had like little toys or candies, like little hard candies. They were hollow chocolate balls with like little candies in them.
There were candies in them? I thought there were toys in them. Or am I thinking of something else?
I'm pretty sure they were candies.
Oh, wait, what were they called again?
Wonder Balls.
Yeah, no, I know exactly. Yeah, they came in a little sleeve.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I think now it's starting to. Oh, okay.
Oh, no. I don't. No,
Wait, no,
I do
we're not.
remember I'm thinking of the thing.
They dribbled it. Pull it up closer, Nick.
Yeah. Bring it up to the. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I remember those now. Yep. That wasn't
Okay,
candy
I remember
though.
that.
It was toys. There were toys in it.
What were the things that came? What was the little tube of the chocolate?
I think you're talking about
Easter bunny
sixlets.
with nothing in the middle of it.
Do you remember sixlets?
Kinder eggs have toys in them.
Yeah, but so did Wonder
eggs are
Balls.
illegal in the United States.
They're not illegal anymore.
Not anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
that's
not?
Bring
different.
back cold.
Bring back home.
Yeah.
Kinder eggs illegal.
Hey, Gracie, why don't you hop up off these Wonder Balls?
Oh.
Hey, this next snap.
I hate you so much. Your hat is stupid.
That was very, very good.
Mountain Dew.
This next snap comes. This next snap comes from Kenny.
You're off for one.
I'm not chugging.
Chug that.
Chug?
Oh my
Are we
God, you're
chugging?
scared.
I'm gonna puke on the lap.
Nick's barking at me for looking at my phone. I'm just looking at the comments. Like, Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm going to open up another snap if that's all right with y'all. This one comes from Kenny. And he says, Ecto Cooler High C. Yeah, baby.
Ooh.
Hell
Rare.
yeah. You remember that shit?
Someone just posted that on Twitter, and he was drinking his last one.
Last Ecto Cooler. Damn, that's amazing. This next one comes from Lauren. She says, 3D Doritos. Yeah.
Oh,
You remember that shit? They were like poofy. They were like shaped like Doritos, but they were poofy.
So these days in school, you've got the hot Cheeto girls, but they used to be 3D Dorito girls, like Lauren. That's what's up.
Oh yeah. This next one comes from
Mountain Dew.
this next one comes from my roommate who actually just walked in and ran to the kitchen real quick. His name's Eric, and he's now peeking out through.
It's me.
That's my roomie.
Hello.
He says, "Why don't you go ahead?
Oh my gosh, pop back out.
You can go ahead and give us your answer, dude. While you're here.
Favorite old school food, right?
Old school food you'd bring back that was like gone.
I was all about cafeteria, like school cafeteria pizza. Those rectangles, those like disgusting rectangles that are very plasticky and cardboardy. Oh, that was my shit, dude. That was my shit. I would bring that back in a heartbeat.
Save a lot.
That's like eating school.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. You can
All right,
actually hear.
JD, I'm sorry. I got to go break into Save-A-Lot real quick.
All right, he's gonna go break into Save a Lot.
Do you guys need anything? Everybody good?
Beer.
All right, got it.
Anyway, yeah, that's my roomie. He
Kmart.
broke in. Broke in to Save a Lot and stole us some refrigerator pieces. That's it for me on my end. Brian, how about you, dude?
Wait, I have some from Facebook.
Okay.
Boom shakalaka!
Jess says 3D Doritos with lots of exclamation points.
Hell yeah.
And Kim says tangy or Laffy Taffy with sprinkles.
Oh yeah.
What? They had Laffy Taffy with bits in it? Okay, I'm cool with that.
Remember that Laffy Taffy that it was like watermelon and it had like the seeds in it, but they weren't real seeds.
I think that's what she's talking about. I think that's this idea.
Yeah.
They were green and pink too, right? They weren't.
No, hers was cherry with sprinkles. But there's two different ones. Watermelon with the little black.
I do remember them now.
And then there's one with sprinkles.
I do remember them now. They were definitely great. Multiple textures.
30 rack and the podcast. It's good numbers.
All right, so I'm going to move over to Holler Nation on the Facebook side of things. So everybody that answered my poll, again, on the Holler page. So if you guys are watching this right now, go over to Holler, give us a like. You'll get notifications when we send out these polls. And let's kick this thing off with Kyle. And again, we're talking about Appalachian phrases or words here. And Kyle says, I'm more of a fan of specific words. Nary and directly are some favorites. Like directly. You know what I'm saying?
The best one is Hurricane.
Hurricane. That's good. You know what I like too? I don't know if I don't remember if I got a chance to be able to answer this one, but I'm just going to go ahead and say my favorite is I got to go take a showery. I got to go wash my butt, go take a showery.
Why do we purposely pronounce words incorrectly? I have no idea.
That's the thing, is the kid who says Mountain Dew.
I tried this one killing that set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. It's Mountain Dew, and it's like he says it like D-U-U-Y. Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Okay, so Kyle says that he also has a phrase, and it's colder in a well digger's ass.
Damn. That's pretty good.
Oh, he just spit out his beer.
He also gave us one more. He says, I feel like I've been shot at and missed, shit at and hit.
Oh, hell yeah. That's fucking great. I've never heard that before, but I'm using it.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that one.
This is probably my favorite answer of the night coming up. This is from Cherie. And Cherie, I know personally, and this girl is a walking Appalachian phrase dictionary. I wish Cherie was watching right now and she would just keep typing more answers. She's hilarious. And she's hilarious because of her Appalachian sayings. She says them she speaks in Appalachian phrases. So Cherie says, hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
Nice.
Tudor's Biscuit World.
Hashtag Tudor's Biscuits.
Comment F to pay respects to that biscuit.
Bitch, Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
That's fucking
Brian, I have some for Facebook.
The tiger tore her arm off.
That's how we take care of
Are you hearing me, sir?
You watch porn?
Sir?
No,
Yeah,
he's playing Tiger King audio memes
online
right now.
I shared it. Rob says, I have no clue what he just said. Rob says, over yonder in any place of actual geographic direction.
Yeah, he's right.
Angela says, up in the holler.
Holler.
Michael says, you look good in that picture on yonder wall. Nice looking britches.
I like that was a whole collection of phrases and words right there. I liked it.
Yeah, there's more. I'd like to introduce y'all to my cuz band, Willie.
Cuz band.
And Kayla says, if it's a saying, wash or wash, and too big for your britches.
Yeah, that's really
britches are dope. People don't say britches enough. They just don't.
See if you guys recognize this Appalachian saying. This is typed by Courtney. $64 question.
Oh yeah, nice.
That guy's also a walking dictionary of Appalachian phrases.
In any way, means, no, or do stuff.
In a shape, form, or fashion. In a shape, form, or fashion.
Mountain Day.
All right, I've got more Facebook answers. Here we go. This one comes from Kate. She says, Hellfire, a.k.a. Hellfar.
That's actually a good one. That's what I'm saying. All these, they just
Hellfire.
Yeah, they're normal to us.
Variants of that one.
Let me just plug this in. I'm going to plug this in. Any orders on our website that were placed by Monday, April 6th, they were shipped as of Friday.
Okay, cool.
Today.
Yeah, definitely let them know in the group. I don't know how deep into the live stream it there to know that information, but yes, that's good to know. By the way, beerchuggin.com. It's beer chugging, all one word without a G at the end. Go buy some motherfucking t-shirts. Buy some t-shirts. You'll get koozies with it, and they are.
Hey, my cousin. Oh, sorry. My cousin said colder than a witch's tit.
Yeah,
yep, that's good.
Shout out to Murph. Hey, B Murph.
Go to beerchuggin.com, buy their fucking merch.
Okay, so Kate says there's also other variants of that one, like shitfire. She also says there's good Lord willin' and the creek don't rise, and also fuck me a running. These are some of my faves.
That's good shit.
Thank you, Kate.
A lot of stuff.
All that shit's good. I hear every single one of these phrases once a week in my life. That's how I'm living it.
We've got Berdon in the house. She says, "Don't go above your raising," which doesn't make sense if you are a grape farmer, right? I don't know.
Wow, that was a dad joke mixed into a Appalachian phrase.
I've got hit fire and save the matches. That's Craig Golden Boy McDade.
That one's good. What's up, Golden Boy?
That's the Appalachian name.
This is Angela. She says, "Went to shit and the hogs ate him."
Shit out back.
Okay, I want you guys. Maybe I'm the dumb one here. You guys pronounce this word for me. I'm going to spell it out. Gomme.
Gami?
Gami?
No.
Sarah has joined the chat and says, "I got a gummy in my throat."
Oh, a gummy.
Oh,
gummy, a lip?
What?
Maybe a gummy. I got a gummy in my throat. My long gone great grandmother. That she said she used to say that all the time. I couldn't pronounce the word. Sorry, Sarah.
She means like she's got a thing, it's like a thing. Yeah.
Ew, that's gross.
Well,
I have never heard that. I've heard loogie.
There's shit fire.
Shit fire. I never heard no gummy. I need to drink me a 2-liter Mountain Dew so I can get me a little gummy in my throat.
Mountain Day.
That's gross.
Mountain Day.
Nathan says bullshit and apple butter.
Bullshit and apple butter. Yeah, I love apple
Boy
butter.
Scouts.
That shit's my shit. How many do we got? We got any more?
You love apple butter.
We got any more of these?
I think I've exhausted all mine at this point.
I've exhausted all mine too. I think we're done talking to Holler
I'm
Nation.
glad we brought that back. That was some good.
Yeah. Let's move on to the finale, shall we?
Shall we finale? We shall finale.
Send your dick pics to Gracie at officialholler.com.
Well,
send your dick pics to Gracie at officialholler.com.
Send them to me. I'm screenshotting them, and I will send them to Brian and JD.
That's a small one.
Big, small, I don't care. JD and Brian are going to see him anyway.
all right.
I'll be like shit fire, Gracie.
Listen up.
I promise.
Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to focus. We're gonna play a quick game with our boys. This is a COVID-19 beer chugging game. Take this with you if you're watching now. It's a very simple game. We played this last week on the show, and it was a hit, so we're going to do it again. It's called 2468. It's a very simple card game you can play with your friends. Brian is going to be the dealer, and I'm going to explain how it goes. So everybody here is going to play. It's very easy. You only get 4 cards, but every card that you're given is a certain amount of drinks you have to either take or give to other people here. So this is what we're going to do. Everybody gets a card, right, Brian? And in this particular situation, we have to guess whether the card is red or black. And this is for the first card. If the card is red or if you're correct, you get to give away 2 drinks. If you're wrong, you have to take 2 drinks. So that's how we're going to go. We're going to start, I think, with me, and then go around the group. So it's going to go me, then Brian, then Gracie, and then Nick, and then Matt. And then we're going to go all back around a few more times. So again, this game's called 2468. It's very easy to play. Get yourself a deck of cards, a bunch of friends together. Make it happen. Brian, will you draw me my first card? Don't show it to me. I'm going to guess it's black.
All right, JD, for your first card.
And it's
black.
Black. Okay, cool. So I'm going to make our new guests, Matt and Nick, both take a drink. Each one of you guys take a drink yourselves. Make it fucking haps. All right, Brian, red or black, brother? This is for 2 drinks, my dog.
I'm going to go red.
Damn
it.
Nope. Take 2 drinks, brother. You have failed. Gracie, your turn.
I'm going to go black.
Correct. Give away 2 drinks.
Brian and JD, each of you take a drink.
Oh, cool. All right. Hey, cheers, bro. Let's COVID-19. Cheers.
I'll drink for that.
Yes, with 4.
All right.
I'm already winning.
Nick, you're next.
All right, I'm going black.
He's gonna go black
Nick,
card.
Here you go.
Take 2 drinks, brother.
The COVID beer chugging.
Cheers to COVID-19 beer chugging. Beerchugging.com. It doesn't have a G at the end. It's all one word.
Right?
They give money away to fucking West Virginia Mask Army. It's absolutely fantastic. Buy a T-shirt, you get a free koozie. Matt, let's go. Purple. He's gonna pick
Not a choice, pal.
purple.
No, what do you mean? One black, one red. No, give me the next one.
Oh, cheater.
No. That's red. Give me a black one next. That's purple.
Wait, you could do one of the both?
What?
No? Yeah, you fucked up. Now you gotta take 4 drinks.
You gotta chug a beer.
Now you gotta take 4 drinks because you fucked up.
You do a black and a red.
You
that's purple.
create your own rule and it backfired on
okay,
you, so you fucking.
I lost.
That's great. All right. This is the next round.
I'll chug a fucking beer.
This is the next round. This is for 4 drinks, and we have to guess whether or not it's higher or lower than the card we just had. So, Brian, could you show me the card I just had? By the way, what'd you pull up for me?
This is your first card.
My first card was a 9 of
Pretty busy, we think.
spades. I'm gonna say it's gonna be lower than that. So the next card you pull is gonna be lower than a 9. Lower than 9. Let's go. Yes.
Oh!
It's easy money.
All right. I would like everybody but me to take a
Didn't
drink
say
right
higher.
now. So that means Matt, Nick, Gracie, Brian, take a drink. It's Brian's turn. Brian, what card you pulled before?
Great.
This was my first card.
All right.
So
Higher or lower than a
therefore,
4?
I'm gonna go higher.
By
Close,
1.
close.
Got it. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like everybody but me to take a drink.
All right. Cheers.
Ooh.
COVID-19 beer chugging.
.com.
Buy a T-shirt, get a koozie.
Beerchugging.com. Buy a T-shirt. You get a koozie. Money goes to the West Virginia Mask Army.
Or COVID-19 beerchugging.com. We own them. Both.
Yeah, they own them
Yeah,
both.
we own both of them, but got spam by.
Yeah, Google banned us from
Okay.
the COVID-19 because the domain had COVID-19 in the domain.
Yeah, and they were probably
and
being,
that banning all the web registrars on the internet are banning all these like sites that
Phishing.
have coronavirus in the domain or COVID-19 because they're like.
Yeah, it's people. It's people like
price gouging or fishing or something.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Or like fake information, fake news, misinformation, shit like that. Gracie, what card did she have? It was a 10.
Lower.
She's gonna go lower than that card. Oh, it's not.
Oh!
Ace is high, baby.
Play that higher.
You have to drink 4. Enjoy. Holy fuck! She got the bottle. That was 4 really quick chugs. All right, Nick, what's your card, dog?
This is for Rachel. You beat. I took 2.
All right.
Ooh, I'm gonna drink this whole bottle.
Higher or lower than that, bro?
I'll do lower. Ooh, all right. I need another beer then.
All right. Drinking 4. He knows what he's got to get. We got to keep this show rolling. Matt, what was your card? Let's see.
Keep Matt drinking. That's fading off over here.
Oh my god.
Matt, you got an 8, brother. Is it going to be higher or lower than an 8, my dog?
Higher. Higher. God damn it!
Oh.
So I just got a drink?
Take 4 drinks. That's how you go. All right, this one is for 6. Yeah, it's 4. This one's for 6 now. How do you do? 3. This one's for 6 drinks.
I can't count anymore.
Brian, can you show me the 2 cards I've got? Brian's my Vanna White.
What do you need right now, JD?
I need the 2 cards I have, man. I need to know whether or not they're in. The card I'm going to guess is either in between or outside of those 2. So I got a 3 and a 9. I would say it's going to. Damn, this is tough. I'm going to say this is in between, and this is for 6 drinks. So if the card is in between those 2 numbers, it's not. I fucked up. It's neither.
You drink.
So I drink 6 drinks. Fuck.
That's a beer.
Brian, your turn. What are the 2 cards you got now? 4 to 5. Okay.
Brian.
Right.
I'm going to go outside.
That's an easy.
I wonder.
I hope it's a 4 or 5.
Oh, better.
It's a 4.
Oh, please. Oh, it's not. Give away 6
I got
drinks.
really scared there for a second. This fucking guys in their 36 story has me really scared. I don't know.
I love 36.
It's all about the algorithms.
Give away 6. Give away 6 drinks, Brian.
So,
Algorithm.
Gracie 2, Nick and Matt 2.
Cheers, Gracie.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, pals.
Hold on. The first 5 people to comment get a free koozie shipped to their house.
Oh.
Do it right now.
Wait, I'm commenting right now.
Oh my God! Yeah, I want to.
You're automatic. You're automatic. With the first 5 people.
Oh, we're automatic. Thank you, guys. Yeah, honestly, if you guys, if you end up sending me any of this merch, I'm going to donate the cost of that merch directly to West Virginia Mask Army. So I want to let everybody know that. If y'all send me a shirt, if you send me a shirt and a koozie, whatever you guys paid for that, whatever I have to pay for, I'm sending it directly to Mask Army. Because that's how it fucking rolls.
Mountain Day.
I think it's West Virginia Mask Army on Venmo.
I believe it is.
Nick's
Yeah.
looking it up to make sure.
If you want to donate directly and not buy a T-shirt, we're all about that too.
Yeah, because they're having problems with PayPal.
I got you. I got you.
We have like we have like $1,500 on PayPal.
Yeah, like backlog. Yeah.
Facebook Live. 2 more people need to comment.
Hey, let's keep this game going, then we'll share all that information. Let's go. Who was
Gracie's
next?
up.
Gracie's up. What's her 2 cards?
This is for Gracie, you beautiful person.
It's an ace and a 10. So it's between. It's the face cards. She's gonna. Yeah, I would say outside.
Outside.
Yeah. What she got?
Heavy queen.
It is correct.
Brent,
give away 6 drinks, girl.
Their respects.
Brian, take 2. Should I take all 6? And then how many? 6?
You lost.
She already gave 2.
Brian, you take 3.
Oh, okay.
Everybody else take 1.
Oh, okay.
Shit far.
What you get?
All right, Nick. see your cards real quick?
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew.
We're going outside.
Smart man, Nick. Smart man.
Yeah, I've been told that. Ooh,
Got it.
close. I'm giving them all to Gracie.
Wait, what?
You've been slacking on the drinking, I feel like, in the whole party.
You're right, brother.
It's
You're right.
Okay, first of all, I am working with Facebook Live here, writing down the people who comment to get a free koozie, you butthead.
Down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than
Grace is working because I said that. I'm not working.
All right, Matt.
All right, Matt.
You get right. You get
Matt.
You
All
got
right,
two.
chicken, it's all right.
What do I have to do?
In between or outside?
Yep.
That's clearly outside, 100%.
All right,
100.
let's
He says
see.
You put 100 on it. I put 100. It's inside.
It's inside, son.
Oh,
It's inside, son. Take a 6 drinks, my friend. All right.
You gotta drink your own beer.
All right, now we have done those two. This is now for 8 drinks. This is
We're
the
at 8.
this is the last
Beer
one.
chug guys want to chug the entire beer for every fault that goes wrong.
I'm cool with that. I'm kind of cool with that. All right,
Let's invite to our next Holler party.
It's for charity.
dude, we're gonna come to Denver, man, and fucking hang out with you, dog.
Yes! That's what I was waiting for!
21 flavors.
All right, listen. This is for
Mom,
8
stay
drinks.
off Facebook.
Brian, will you show me the 3 cards I have right now? Brian, you're doing so good. You're kicking it. All right, what is that? 939. Okay, I need to guess the suit now, and this is for 8 drinks. I'm gonna say hearts. If I get it wrong, I have to take them. If I get it right, I got to give them. I say hearts. Oh my God! Yeah! Sick as fuck.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no, he did not.
Everybody except for me take 2 drinks. Everybody except for me take 2 drinks. What's up?
But look.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, you're so... Yeah, everybody take 2 drinks.
I'm just going to drink before.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm out.
Brian's turn.
He's taking a piss. So.
That'll happen.
We got a minute before we get to him. That's fine. All right, I'm up next. Here are my 3 cards. I've got 2 hearts and a spade.
Okay.
So therefore, I'll go with clubs.
And what you got, doggy?
You're going to go with diamonds.
Fail.
Ooh,
Failure. Failure. Take 8 drinks. Take 8 whole drinks to the face.
That's fine. I'm thirsty.
That's a beer.
Yes, we know.
Hell yeah, dude.
I have your names
You
for your
fucking
free
killed it.
koozies, pal.
Shit, I'm going to go ahead and just go this one.
Yeah, you crushed that one. But you got our names, Gracie?
Yes, I wrote them down as they commented.
We appreciate that. Somebody's paying attention.
She's good. She's actually a
That's my
pretty
job.
good producer.
We're playing games, you're paying attention.
Thank you, Gracie.
You're welcome.
Gracie, it's your turn to either take or give drinks, by the way.
You know, if you'll pay me more than Brian and JD, I'd be willing to quit my job
Double
with
what
him.
they pay you.
You almost
Double it.
Triple
You have
it!
to pay her $1, it turns out.
Is that the percentage?
That's about it. Gracie, this is you. That's an 836.
Diamond, might as well.
That's the only one you haven't got, yeah.
It's the only one I don't have.
That's what I'm going to go with.
Oh my gosh, you got it! Hell yeah. All right.
Each of you take 2.
Okay.
Guys, I have to go grab a beer. These guys drink me out.
West
Wow.
Virginia.
This might be. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This might be one of the drunkest episodes we've done.
We legit killed a 30 rat.
Yeah, that's a good thing here.
Yeah, I've definitely drank like 10 beers on this show.
We should look at the aftermath around my body right now.
You literally have like 3 or 4 beers left.
Well, that's wonderful timing because once this game's done, we're out of this fucking heat. Yes, of course. If you need help, please reach out for
my
it.
turn. I guess.
Yes, it's Nick's turn.
DM me.
Okay.
All right, I'm going hearts. That's easy money. I put 100 on.
Don't
Oh,
watch
man.
yourself.
What is he doing, baby?
Take a chance on the internet. Mountain Day.
Matt, you're up, brother.
You're up,
All right.
Matt.
What am I doing?
Pick a suit.
Got to pick a suit,
The
dog.
suit.
It's for 8
I
drinks.
am picking hearts.
Yeah, that's easy money.
Wait, does that have to be one of those
I
cards?
feel like there's been lots
No.
of hearts.
Just pick the suit. That's it.
the
this
king
is
of
a-
hearts.
So close. Too bad.
Chug your beer.
Wait,
Chug it.
4.
No, it means
Chug the whole thing?
eight drinks. So
Wait, what?
8 drinks, just however
Yeah,
many.
'cause you got it wrong.
You can do sips, dude. I don't want to have to carry you. Out here.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
we're
it's,
going to lose Matt by the end of this episode, possibly.
I'm gonna have to get Matt a room. Comfort in.
Another room, a different room.
Just ask for an extra blanket and pillow and let him sleep in the floor.
yeah, you can get a cot for free normally if you just
I was
ask
going to
for
say,
it.
$15 cot. Special.
All right, Brian, give me one more sound clip and then fucking let's get done with this damn show. That's good.
Dude, do we have one final thing here to go for the cards?
No. Well, I mean, well,
No,
okay.
no, no.
Whoever. All right, yeah, we do. You've got 4 cards for every person, right?
Yep.
All right. It's going to be really weird for you to have to hold them all up so we can see what's up. But I will say this. You can do it if you want, or you can just do this. Add one more card. Whoever has the best poker hand out of those cards. 5. Oh, shit. I think we lost
Oh,
our
they
boys.
left.
We lost the
That's
boys.
Roll.
No, I think I can fix it. Don't worry. Nope. I might not be able to fix it. We might have lost it.
You'll have to go in again.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That sucks. Can we bring him back?
Hey, just for the fun of it, let's go ahead and pull that card
Yeah,
anyways,
pull the
and maybe
card.
they'll pop back in.
And we'll see if they're still here, and if they still come back in, then we're good. So yeah, pull the card. Whoever has the best poker hand out of all of those, that person gets to tell somebody else to kill their drink.
Nick just messaged me and said we lost you all, and I said, hey, use the same ID and password, so you might see him pop
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in.
they're gonna be. Yeah, this is standard ass.
I'll take care of the card. Hey guys, again, this is quarantine podcasting at its best.
There's only so much you can do.
There's so much you can do, man. Okay, so here's the card I just. Oh, sorry guys. Here's the card I just pulled. 7 of hearts.
Shit. Okay.
As far as adding this to make a poker hand,
Somebody's gonna win.
nobody's gonna win. The best poker hand that I'm gonna see
Yeah, it's like
is a pair of 7.
it's just a pair of 7s. That's it. The whole way. Nothing else. No other pairs. Damn. And who ended up getting that one?
Actually, hold on one second. There's a pair of 7s for Nick, which is what I spotted first.
Sick.
But my hand, I already have 3 hearts, and here's one more.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. You have to have 5.
And Nick it is.
Nick it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick gets to tell anybody on this stream to kill our drink. And if we can get him back somehow as quickly as possible, I don't know how much
They might be trying right now. He
they
read
could
my
be.
message.
I'm not seeing it on my side as far as...
Okay. Let's just blast through, dude. It was the end anyways. So,
It was the end. It really was.
This is where they plug their shit anyways, right here.
Yeah, and
And so we'll plug it for him.
let's do it.
Yeah. So one more time, JD, with that URL that everybody can go to. And remember, guys, you buy a T-shirt, you get a free koozie. We already gave 5 koozies away on this show.
And amazing to them. Oh, nope, they're coming back. Here we go.
Oh,
Here we go, babies. Yeah, bring it back, y'all. Bring it back, y'all. Bring it back, y'all. Yeah. Got you.
Okay.
And they're back.
I think the complimentary Wi-Fi ran out.
That's right.
I think that's what just
It
happened.
was just
here.
a wonderful moment. That's like a great way for like us to be told, all right, the show's over, pretty much.
You out-chug the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, sometimes.
Nick, I've got news for you.
All right, so
Gracie,
when I heard you, I did give away 6 drinks, so I'm not gonna miss this opportunity.
I was gonna no, you give away. No, you won. You get to fucking give a whole.
I get to give away
an entire drink. Somebody around us has to drink a whole drink right now. And it's up to you.
I think it's you then. It has to be you. You're speaking up, so it's like you want a drink.
I do. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
White Claw?
This is a Bud Light seltzer.
Oh, they drink those in Michigan.
I'm honestly drinking whatever the fuck I can find right now.
I feel you. We're running low.
Grab him by the pussy.
All right. I'm going to chug the rest of this, and I'd like for Brian and Gracie to do all the promo and stuff. And Matt and Nick, thank you so much for being here. And also promo your stuff, beerchugging.com.
We can get back to in this podcast with y'all. It's been fucking awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
thanks for being there. It was a good time.
Yeah, and you know, guys, one day we'll do the real deal where you come over to Holler Studios and we'll be hardwired in, not this Zoom shit, when all this shit's over. But until then, we will continue chugging beers. And if you guys one last time want to plug what you have going on, I'm going to give you that opportunity, and then I'm going to blast the fuck out of this shitty soundboard that we have.
All right. So if you want to donate directly, you can do Venmo, West Virginia -- Mask Army, and that's if you don't want to buy a t-shirt and just go directly through them, you can do that. Or if you want to buy a t-shirt and have some gear, I guess you can go through us and we donate 25%. So beerchuggin.com.
Yep.
No G.
Somehow the domain was not bought.
Ain't no G.
That is crazy. I thought about that when you guys got it. I was like, how the fuck did these guys...
You even thought about it. We were like, what the...
How do we buy this domain for $15?
Thought that idea. Who thought of the name?
It was kind of just both of us.
Yeah.
We were like, what do we do right now? What do we come up with?
What should the Facebook group name?
And then the COVID-19 fucked us a little bit. So
it did.
So
hey man, you know what though? That's just like that's a way that you kind of figured out. Like
we might fade the COVID-19 out. Just
it's a beer chug.
The beer chug, and just maybe keep this alive.
Hopefully the world fades COVID-19 out, and that's the whole idea. Then we just get to beer chug.
It should have started in Vegas because it would have stayed in Vegas.
Guys, thank you so much for being on the show. Everyone out there that watched Holler tonight, new listeners from all around, we want to thank you so much for sticking in there. We do this shit every Friday night. Come hang out with us. Come drink with us. We're going to holler at you. We're going to shout you out. Thank you so much for being here. Any last words before I blast you guys off into outer space?
Yes, wait. Corpus Christine wants to know if your rabbit hat is a reference to a movie called Gummo.
No, it's a reference to Donnie Darko, you fucking miscreant.
Donnie Darko, come on.
This could be Bob's Burgers, is one thing.
I thought it was.
But it's also a Christmas story, which is what the real answer is.
Nobody got the Donnie Darko thing? What the fuck?
I did get the Donnie Darko. I mean, if I fucking ran this over with my car and turned it gray and black, yeah, it'd be Donnie Darko.
We talked about that the other night.
We're talking about gamer practice.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. New listeners of Holler, please come back. Go like our page. You'll always get notified when we go live. We post shitty memes all week long. We are your meme source, and we are also your local Huntington, West Virginia podcast source. Thank you so much for being here. Blast off.
Cheers.
Mountain Dew. I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
It's been way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. It gets hotter than a hoochie. Diabetes. I'm an Indian outlaw. Boom shakalaka!
It's Britney, bitch.
Fucking wonderful.
Tiger tore her arm off.
Okie dokie. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Then I'm gonna put a bullet right between your fucking eyes.
I don't know either, guys.
For the people. Here's Justice Beaver. Wahlberg.
God damn it.
Wahlberg.
All right.
Grab by the pussy.
I think we're good.
Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew.
All right. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on the internet. It's been fantastic. We'll see y'all very soon. BeerChuggin.com. It doesn't have a G at the end. Go to it. They support WV Mask Army. Fucking let's kick
Guess
it,
what?
y'all.
We'll link it on our website at officialholler.com.
There you go. All that good stuff.
We
Holler,
appreciate you guys, man. Have a good one.
holler,
this has been
holler,
fun.
holler. Peace out,
Especially
y'all.
watching everyone get drunk.
I'm with.
Bye, guys.
Love y'all.
See you.
Later on, man. Love you guys too.